because we used to do it at the SAB, you know, the student activities building across from Courtney or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at Courtney. That was like kind of far out. But anyway, so we were in charge of the skit, but we were doing the voiceover thing, like Z said, and so nobody like remember any of their lines, and we were responsible for burning everything onto a CD and bringing it in and to give it to the sound person and having them have the actual voices so they can play during the skit. Basically, it was like the very last minute. The show was starting at 2 o'clock, and I was in my apartment at like maybe like 1:55, like trying to figure out how to get my CD burner to work. And it was just like very, very stressful. But eventually, you know, I got it to work. We had to start the show a little bit late, but I think that one was, because we're cutting it so close, that one was the one I remember the most. That was my favorite moment. It worked.
Yeah, for me, I never was a dancer or anything like that, but for my 4th year, everybody convinced me to do the 4th year dance, and I swear, like, I was so uncoordinated in the beginning, but it was so much fun. I mean, oh man, like I can still remember the routine. Every now and then in the one in the bathroom. I can't do it now. Too many people. Oh man. But yeah, every now and then. Yeah, it was just so cool because you work with like people that you enjoy working with to all come together and just be this ensemble. And I never thought I could have done that, but it was really cool too because I guess the coordinator or the choreographer, they put me in the front right, and I was like the worst in the beginning, and then I got to be in the front, which was kind of cool. So that was my favorite moment.
Yeah, I guess I have a lot of favorite moments, but I was watching through the YouTube videos of the TED shows when we're around, because we thought about bringing a few videos to show you guys how far you guys have come with TED Show. Then it's like 12 years ago, 2004, 2003, and to now when you guys don't have any voiceovers anymore. And I was just, a lot of times I watch it and I still get chills from, I remember how good it feels just to see, like, I mean, obviously looking back on it now, it was still a crappy show, you know what I'm saying? But watching it and then knowing all the work that went through behind the scenes, all the bonding and stuff like that, of everyone working together to put the show together and making it work, that's like a memory that'll stick with you guys for a really long time. Like, you know, 12, 13 years later, I'm still getting chills from watching it. So it's just treasure it. It'll be really good later on.
Turkey Bowl.
First Turkey Bowl. Do the first one.
You doing the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one ever.
I could talk about Turkey Bowl forever, honestly. No, there was, okay, well, no, my favorite one was actually a different one.
Okay, go.
We actually won the very first one, but it was so ghetto it doesn't count. We showed up and there was like 8 other teams, and they didn't even have the field. So we had to go to the elementary school like next door, and we played there.
It was tackle too.
It was tackle. It was tackle, and the other teams like brought black dudes, so I called them and then our black dudes were bigger than their black dudes. It was, yeah, we won that one, but that one didn't really count. Then the second one, they tried to make it tackle. I don't see. You guys look like you guys are much better at football than the people that we had on our team like back in the day. It was like pretty much me and Z, and then it was like I don't want to use this word, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it because I'm not good with words. It was like some garbage. It was like me and Z, and then like 6 people that can't even catch a football. And it was so basically we went to play, and it was tackle. And I remember this vividly. This entire day was probably my favorite day. They had a double elimination thing set up, so you play as many games as you can until you lose 2 games. And so if you win 3 games in a row, you make it to the championship. But if you lose your first game, you have to win like 5 or 6 games in a row in order to get to the championship. So anyways, it was tackle. We were playing UMBC, and they're like kind of, I guess like relatively thuggish, no, I mean like relative to our kids. I remember like this dude tackled me, and then his boy came in and like dropped a knee on me. And you know, I was on the ground, but I didn't like really feel it or anything. And then Z came over and shoved him off. And then O was actually in 10th grade at the time, but we had him on our team as well.
It was so funny. It was like a 15-year-old, 140-pound kid playing against like really big 22, 23-year-old kids.
O was playing
Black kids too from Maryland.
No, he was blocking at the time, so he was one of my better blockers. And then so when the guy dropped the knee, Z ran over and shoved him. O ran over because obviously when you see that, everyone like runs over, and then their entire sideline clears and like runs in, and like obviously they're like gonna like whatever. And then the entire UVA sideline, they just stand there and watch. Luckily, one of our one of our friends that we knew that was on BC, he like calmed down his crew and like everything was cool. But like imagine if I was kind of like, yo, what the hell, guys? But we lost that game to BC, but then we won the next 5 games, and then we actually made the championship game that year. But the lights went out, and so they just awarded the trophy to JMU, who won 3 games. So we didn't get to play the championship game. We made it there though. And then I couldn't walk for 3 days straight because we played 6 games in a row. That was my favorite one for sure.
Do the dance routine now?
Oh my God, no.
What was the song?
It was, I'm thinking, oh man, it was by Mario. Let me think. I'll think about it.
You gotta put a couple of shots in him first.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, later. Okay.
You guys good with questions? I don't want to keep you guys here. I know you guys are busy and everything. No, we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, but listen, if you guys are good with questions, I really appreciate the fact that a lot of you guys came out to this. I know that you guys are really busy. We were obviously in your shoes at one point. We know how busy it was, being a full-time student, and the week leading up to TED Show is like obviously the worst. I don't even know who the culture chair here is, but they're probably like, yeah, you're probably, I don't know who it is, but yeah, that person is probably going through a whole lot of stress. So if they're here right now, I really appreciate that too. I guess if you guys are good with questions, thanks for coming, and we'll like stick around afterwards. You guys want to come and talk to us, and
We did bring T-shirts for you guys. Well, we only have 8, so
Yeah, we have 8.
what's
you
the best way?
guys have to fight for them.
We have gift cards too, right?
Oh yeah.
They're here. We gotta sign them.
We also have gift cards for you guys.
Like $10 gift cards.
Wait, before we conclude, just get a round of applause for